truck, you're blocking the welcome to California sign. Come on. Yeah, so I didn't know in Facebook Messenger I had to like click up at the top to switch over to the pups profile. So if you've sent me a message on Facebook in the last, I don't know, 6-8 months, I never got that. Yeah, sorry. Instagram is always the better option with me, regardless, but I've been really trying these last few months to stay on top of Facebook too. Like to remember to go in there and check it. I just didn't, like it would tell me I had messages and I would click it and it would take me over to Messenger and I would see some, but they were just like really old ones from like my personal one. So I was like, oh, whatever. And I just ignored them. I didn't know I had to click that button. Yeah, I literally just realized that before I started filming. Sorry. All right, so I just walked back here and there's tons of like really good spots. There is one little sketchy spot though. I don't know that we can get past this. And it's this right here. I know this doesn't look like anything on camera. To be fair, we've gone through a few sketchy spots already getting this far back. Now, I could put the drone up in the air. The issue is, just like how for you guys it doesn't look like much of a dip on camera, it's not gonna look like much on the drone. So it's not super, the drone is good for if I'm worried I might go somewhere where I can't turn around. Like that's what the drone is good for. But as far as being able to tell if I can like go over the dips, it's not really good for that. I often say that I don't really have a plan. And that's true. When we pulled out of Cincinnati 2 months ago, I literally typed in Grand Canyon just so it would kind of take me in the general southwest direction. That being said, I still kind of thought we would go through the Grand Canyon on the way to California. I never planned to go as far south as Phoenix or Tucson. Living full-time on the road has provided me some of the most breathtaking scenery that I've ever seen in my life, but it's also brought me the most anxiety and stress I've ever had. At this point, me making a video explaining how living full-time in an RV is a struggle, okay, what else is new? Tucson set a new bar. They set a new level. So I wasn't able to get this open this morning, and I was hoping maybe driving would knock it loose, but no, still can't get it open. Not like a huge deal because it's a pretty level site, but I can't put the awning out without the little tool that's in there, so no, I think I can get into it from under the bed, maybe-ish. I might have to take something apart, I'm not sure. Tucson was the bipolar destination of this adventure so far. The days were so dreadful, so hot, so worrisome. I don't care if you're not happy, Riley, it's too hot to be inside. But then the nights were just breathtaking. I had to regularly stay up all night so that I could edit. It was literally too hot for my computer to work during the day. I would try to edit video and it would just slow to a crawl. So instead, I spent my days doing whatever I could to try to stay cool for the pups, which in the end ended up being getting in the truck and driving just so they could have air conditioning. Well, hopefully the EcoFlow's still here when I get back. Frankly, I mostly just hope that the Airstream in general is here when I get back. All right, boys, well, I hope our home is still here when we get back. That's all I got to say. I need to get you guys the ability to cool down, and that's why we are gonna risk it and make a town run. Yeah, got Rally Cat too, can't not happen to her. And I was in the middle of uploading a vlog, not gonna let that stop. Been doing that since like 4 this morning. They've definitely been repaving this road, and now I'm a little sketchy. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get out when we go to leave. Oh, Type R. Tucson General Post Office. Apparently you can't get general deliveries on Saturdays. Wish I'd known that before I drove an hour. How you like the fact that I got the fan wired in here? I say wired like it's all fancy. I should just have it plugged up to the little EcoFlow. Maserati, that's sort of a supercar. Not really. In case anyone ever doubted it, I do in fact love the pups more than the truck, my cars, so, and Rally. I love them more, so hopefully I don't get any door dings parking this close. I'm not going to PetSmart, and I'm certainly not doing PetSmart curbside pickup, but it's 91 degrees, and it is the shadiest spot in the parking lot, and I don't even remotely feel guilty for taking it. Gonna run in Home Depot here for a minute. Not an Arizona fan, but still cool. Somebody messaged me about this, I guess, Eegees. Gosh, I really should have cut in front of them. Wow, I really should have gone in front of them. There's like 3 cars now in front of me. It's a local Tucson place, so you know how I like to try local places. There's cross that our home is still there. Let's hope so. Oh, I see it! There was like a fleeting second there where I was like, wait, I don't see it. Where's it at? I almost started to freak. Now we just hope that nobody took anything. Well, apparently it's been a little windy. Everything's knocked over. But overall, looks pretty good. Pretty good. It says it uses 150 watts. Let's see what the actual damage is. Yep, about 150 watts. Woo! Oh, you like that? That feel good? Man, that feel amazing, huh? Yeah. He's like, yeah, let me sit in front of this thing. As I mentioned, Tucson wasn't planned. Since our house is on wheels, it seems pretty obvious what the solution should have been. Let's just leave. Well, I'll get to that in a minute. Did the bee sting you? If it did, I bet that hurt. Watch out, Enzo. Did we learn the lesson? Probably not. Come on, Lotus. Come on. My gosh, how beautiful is this? Well, this is the end of this hike. Pups can't really cross that. Don't you want to come on the walk with us? It's not that hot now. It's so much cooler out. You happy that the sun's going down? The fucking sun? I'm just so happy. Boys, we're entering Monument Lands. Ironwood National Forest. In retrospect, I should have left. We stayed in Tucson a week. To be fair, the first day wasn't bad at all. The second day was worse, but by day 3 I knew I had a problem. So why did we stay a week? Well, it's pretty simple actually. Really just kind of comes down to bad luck and timing. Enzo needed a vet follow-up, and I called every vet in the state of Arizona. Like seriously, every semi-major city, Phoenix, Tucson, Flagstaff. I don't even know. I don't know if there's other ones, but I called them, I promise you. I called as far north as Las Vegas. I called as far west, southwest as San Diego. And it became very clear that Southern California-ish was going to be our best option. So when we left New Mexico, instead of heading in a more northern trajectory towards the Grand Canyon, it made more sense to stay farther south. True, I did want to get them rattlesnake trained, so a 1 or 2 day detour into either Phoenix or Tucson, I knew that was a possibility, so you know why we went farther south. But it still doesn't really answer why we had to stay. This is where I made the mistake. So at the time, my primary internet was a AT&T mobile hotspot that I get through a special, it's a weird plan that you can't even get directly from AT&T, so it doesn't matter. The point is, they had to send me a new SIM card. I couldn't just go into a store and get one, so they had to mail me one. And when you're on the road like this, your options for where you can get deliveries is limited. Major cities are your best option. This just happened to happen the day we arrived in Tucson. Well, technically the second day. So I said, yeah, just mail it here. Because you can't get general delivery on weekends, I found out, or at least you couldn't at that post office, we were kind of stuck there waiting. Unrelated to that, since then, I now also carry a Verizon hotspot as a backup. In retrospect, I should have just walked into a Verizon store that day, paid the money, and left. Yes, it would have cost me, in the long run, a few $100s, as it would have been my only internet source for several weeks. I knew that once we left Tucson, we wouldn't be near another major city for at least 2 to 3 weeks. but I should have done it. I spent that week worrying about the pups and Rally constantly. I was fine though, I thought. The first chance we got, we packed up, stopped, picked up packages on the way out of town, and got out of there. At this point, I started to realize I was getting tired, so I figured I'd make it a short day. If we could just get west of Phoenix, I'd be good with that. Peace out, Arizona. It's been beautiful. It's been hot, but it's been beautiful. Welcome to California. Now, once you hit Phoenix, you have two options. You can go I-10 or I-8. I literally chose I-10 because it went farther north and there was no way I was going to go any direction that went farther south. It never occurred to me that we would arrive at this campsite basically mid-afternoon, west of Phoenix. It was 100 degrees, literally. I couldn't stop there. We'd just have to sit in the truck with the AC blasting. If I gotta be in the truck, I might as well be driving. So we pulled over for gas, quick potty break, Rockstar, and we headed out. We'd spend the next 5 days in Joshua Tree, California. Welcome to California. We made it, boys, and Rally. Okay, I don't know what that was. I thought that was a toll. So I started like getting money out real quick because I was like, oh, I didn't know there was a toll coming up. And they just made me stop and then wave everybody through. So I don't know, it's some sort of inspection. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think? Welcome to California. And I gotta say, oh, first pup to pee in California. Hooray! I gotta say, some unexpected views on views. I mean, yeah, there's a highway, which is why I wasn't expecting much, but still, I mean, come on. Not too bad. Yeah, we have some neighbors. They're farther away, I think, than they look. But not too bad. Not too bad indeed for just a quick little stop place. I realize being this close to the highway may not be everybody's ideal situation. One, convenient. I mean, this is typically the type of spot that I would be staying at a Walmart or something near a highway, so trust me, this is a million times better. But actually, I don't mind it. It's kind of like something to watch. Plus, it looks like 120 frames per second when you're this far back, so it's kind of, I don't know, relaxing. Joshua Tree is beautiful, I hear. I mean, don't get me wrong, the part we were at was pretty, but we never actually like went in and explored like how we do here currently at our site in the Alabama hills. I was just too exhausted. I would say most days I made sure they got plenty of exercise in the morning and in the evening, but I got very little work done. I didn't film a whole lot. I wasn't motivated. I was just exhausted. The heat and everything I think had just gotten to me, and the stress and the anxiety, to where I really just needed to kind of relax. I probably watched more TV in this 5 days than I had in the previous month combined, maybe more. We will definitely have to revisit Joshua Tree one day. To be clear, I'm not hating on Tucson. I got some of the most beautiful photography and time-lapse and night-lapse that I've ever gotten. We made some amazing new friends at Sublime Canine, having Enzo and Lotus rattlesnake trained. And I ate the most amazing meatball sub I've ever had in my life at a place called Iki's, I think? Tucson, like Joshua Tree, is another place we will certainly come back. Unlike Joshua Tree, it needs to be in the winter. I've mentioned this before, and I'll mention it again. Tucson is where I did the GoFundMe for the pups at AC, and I'm gonna have an entire video dedicated to that soon. But just so you know, I am filming in my brand new office here because I wanted to be quiet from the AC. The AC is really quiet, but it's not that quiet that I can film next to it. But I promise, I will have an entire dedicated video to that coming real soon. I can't get out. Watch out. Oh my goodness, pup. It's so cold in this little cocoon. Little cocoon I made. Oh my goodness. Show the people where you go every day. Go on. It's so cold in there that I'd have to put on a hoodie. Oh, that's so nice, isn't it? Yeah, that's so nice. Oh my goodness, that feels so good. It's not too hot today, but Riley, if it gets too hot, I will put a leash on you and I'll make you get in there with us. I'll make you do it. I know you like the warmer weather. Break. You see this view, right? I mean, you're seeing this. Why would we go home? The Alabama Hills, the most beautiful place you've never heard of. And I can't wait to share it with you. To everybody who likes, subscribes, watches, shares the videos, and especially the Patreons, I love you all. Good night. Come on, plane. I'm getting hot in here. How do you like my office? The pups have their AC in there. I didn't want to turn it off. You know, you have 2 cots. I carried them all the way from Ohio. 2,000 miles. And you're sleeping on rocks. Now, didn't I just bring Skunky back in? Because him not outside toy. Uh-oh. Him going attacks. What we gonna do, Enzo? You prepared for this? Okay, we have to be quiet and witness nature. You'll notice Lotus is very stealth, camo-like. Enzo has no idea he's coming. Complete and utter stealth. And then he attacks.